Sound. There we go. Try again. Hi, hello, welcome. It is April the 27th, 2026, on this beautiful golden hour of an evening. We are here live on the internet, playing some Mario 64 of the super kind. I wasn't here last week, but we are back. And during the last 2 weeks, I actually did accomplish my first 100% hardcore completion retro achievement set. As you can see on my profile, you can go follow me, lithiumproject, on retro achievements if you so choose to do so. And you'll see down here, Mario Kart 64. I tell you what, like, you know, my knowledge of retro achievements and retro achievement sets is still quite limited, but I will say the Mario Kart 64 set is pretty good, because it avoids a couple of things that kind of not annoy me, but I will typically avoid in an RA set, like stuff like missable achievements. I'll typically avoid unless there's like only a handful, and then I just have to be kind of conscious to kind of think about it. But the Mario Kart 64 set is really good because I don't actually think, pretty sure it doesn't have a single missable achievement. and it crucially as well doesn't really ask you to do anything that involves glitches. And in fact, if anything, it has like a specific like a shortcut, the shortcut set, which is more based on like kind of funky glitches with Mario Kart 64, which is a notoriously kind of fucked game in that regards. So it's kind of just like a pure retro achievement set that is based on um, kind of completion and perfection, basically. It's all the typical stuff like beat gold trophy, get gold trophy in all the classes. But then the real two like kind of substantial challenges that you get later on is all of like the time trials, which are based on the time trial mode, but without using any mushrooms. So you're really having to learn how to use the drift boost. I can't remember the mini boosts, the mini hops. I think it's mini boosts. They call it Mario Kart 64. You're really having to lock those down to beat the best times. And then the other real challenge is where are these fucking things? Yeah, you have to beat all four of the cups without hitting a single wall. And thankfully, the one thing is that um, the way that Mario Kart 64 works is if you come like fifth in a race, you get a free retry of that track. Like, there's no kind of continues or credits or that kind of thing. So, like, because if it was just you had to beat all four in a row without hitting a wall, that would be, especially like Bowser's Castle on the 64. Like, there are so many 90-degree turns that would just be a fucking nightmare. And also the Booze House, whichever one that's called, Banshee Boardwalk or something. That one's also a nightmare. So you at least get the chance to, like, you can do them one at a time and fail as many times as you need to. I mean, the biggest pain with that is that you have to finish the race in order to start again. And there were many, many times, specifically on Bowser's Castle, where I would like hit a corner within about the first 10 seconds. So I would then have to get through the whole race again. Particularly, that is a nightmare on Rainbow Road, which is, notoriously a very long track. But the good thing you can do is that while you can't use save states or anything like that, you can still use the fast forward function on RetroArch, which I was using liberally to get through like Rainbow Road as quickly as possible to try again. So a really, really fun set. Really, really fun set. And I would, if you're looking for like a fair but challenging set to kind of like do in your own time, the Mario Kart one is really, really worth it. And I was looking at like some of the others, and like the problem with the Super Circuit and DS Mario Kart games is they have like the weird fucking ranking system that's just like there's like all the kind of hidden mechanics underneath, and it's not just like a just get first in every race, which is a pain. I had a brief look at like the Mario Kart Wii one, and I might look at that again, and maybe I'll like dabble with that. But and Mario Kart, like original Mario Kart on the SNES, is just it's just not that much fun to play. I played a bunch of it about 2 months ago, and it's just that whole Mode 7 mode of driving around is like visually very incredible for its time, for like I think it's like a 92, maybe a 93 game, but it's just not that much fun to drive. It's there's like an anchor that's kind of like holding the cart down, and it's so floaty and weighty at the same time. Not a bad game, but it's not good. And so there are a couple other things that I'm kind of cracking through at the moment. Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. I'm basically at the point with that where it's most of like the platinum runs, which are, oh boy, some of the platinum relics on Crash 3 are horrific. So that's going to take me a while. I think Barry was playing, friend of the stream, Barry was playing some Crash Bandicoot The Huge Adventure. I know I saw he had a backlogged review of it, and that one, it looks a bit fairer in terms of the asks of it. And then Toadstool Tour is going to take forever, but I had a hankering to play some Toadstool Tour after the Masters. And then there's some other bits and pieces as well that I'll kind of get to over time. like, I'm still working through Leaf Green. I forgot how much of a goddamn nightmare Tauros is to get in fucking Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red. Like, I'm playing that basically on fast forward, and I'm still like I think I've lost several hours at this point just trying to find a Tauros because just trying to find the fucking thing then catch the thing is not good. Not good. Anyway, let us get to what we're here for, and that is Mario 64. Actually, do you know what? Do you know what? Before that, I was on the wrong one. We should probably just have a look again at Super Mario 64 and see what we're doing because like the last time I streamed was kind of a disaster, both just in terms of the way I was playing, but also in terms of the fact that it didn't track a couple of achievements. I went and checked hardcore mode is switched on, so it should be tracking my achievements. But also just yeah, I was playing really really badly. I think I did one thing that was very impressive on Jolly Roger Bay that I'm still kind of shocked that I managed to pull off. Um, but like I was trying to do like the 100 coin achievements, and they're not even locked to the base set. They're their own um, coin collector, like that has its own subset. Didn't even fucking unlock anyway, but you know, regardless. So obviously we have grab 50, grab 70, grab 120. Fair enough, easy. Collect all 7 power stars. Now I did that. I have that one unlocked, and it didn't unlock for reasons that are beyond me. Although I've seen other people say in this particular achievement that they've had that issue, but it's unlocked in other areas. So you know, maybe we'll knock off a couple of those in this stream. The 15 will way off from that. I'll probably get the green switch done. I did the blue switch at the end of the last one. I'll probably get the green switch one done today. Beat Bowser in the Sky. Beat the Fat Penguin fairly after 120. Collect the shoot. Oh, I can definitely do that one because that just requires flying. So we can go and do that one straight away. Collect the star, shoot into the wild blue in Whomp's Fortress without using the cannon. Oh, got to figure out a way to do that. Collect the star, fall into the caged island. That one... Is there a red switch on Whomp's Fortress? I've been watching some... I was watching Summoning Salt's speed run, kind of 120 stars on Mario 64. So there's some stuff maybe I can do with that. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get like a bunch in this, but we'll also just try and get through like a bunch of the stars. Collect 80 coins and the princess. We'll give that one a go for sure. Okay. Collect 8. We've got those. Use the warps. Collect 3 1-ups in Bomb on Battlefield without leaving. So we got all like the 1-ups to do as well. So we've got a fair amount that we'll get to over time. Anyway, you must pause or disable. Okay, so that's definitely worked. Cool. All right, let's get to it. Yeah. What do I want to do first? The princess slide has 8 coins, so let's see if I can do that and polish that one off. Already off to a good start. Fucking missed the point. Good job, Mike. Oh, is it? Okay. Hang on. Alright, we whacked that way down. Let me know if that's any better. Oh, this is going to be trickier than I thought. Although I'm pretty sure I can slow this right down. How many is that? 68. I know I definitely missed at least one of the blue coins there. We can do that. Thank you, Liv. How many times are we going to see this? So you can actually slow down by holding back, so that really, like, there's no reason that I need to rush this. I don't need you. I don't need you yet. I'll come back to you. Ooh. Thank you for being a lenient hitbox. Thank you very much. One achievement down. This is already better than the last stream we did. Okay, so I'm going to head over. I am going to get me... get up to... shoot the island in the sky. Without shooting to the island in the sky. We can do that. Because we have... this little beauty. Although, I think we need to come at it from a different angle. Need to get it one up there. That's okay. I saw a speedrunner do it that way from just on top of the cannon area like that, and I'm not a speedrunner. I think there's like a bunch of different kind of like techniques that I've seen recently where I'm like, yeah, I can do that. No, I can't. Of course I can't. For anyone who hasn't seen it, I'd strongly recommend the 120 star summoning sword. Actually, there's two of them. There's the 120 star and there's the... is it the 12 star? Or maybe it's just like beating the game as quickly as possible, irrespective. Just some unbelievable amount of technique from speedrunners, of which I am not one of them. Where? I saw a red box up here, surely. Is there not a red box up here? I thought I saw one here. Okay, so we actually gotta take it from down there. So the problem we got is, how do I get that red cap? Maybe it's a red coin that I saw. I've seen people like run up here as well to do it, which is, I just don't understand how that's possible. Okay, it does last longer than I expect, so I should be able to... get up to part of the mountain. Okay, that doesn't work. Is that enough? Oh, no! But I think it's possible from there. I think it's possible from there. How many times are we going to hear this song today? Ah, there's one over here. Why am I faffing around when there's one over here? Okay. Why didn't someone tell me that? Hmm? What are you here for, stream? Other than to help me. Thank you very much. 2 down. Alright, so Womp's Fortress had 2 that were about not using the cannon. Well, one was about not using the cannon, one was about not using the owl. So shooting to the wild blue, I know exactly which one that is. But is there... I don't think there's a red cap on this level. So the star in question is the one over here. Now how the flip did I see someone do that in the stream? I think they just... I think it's just a... yeah, I think it's just like that. Yep, just like that. Easy, cool. Smashed it. And for the owl one, I saw one of the speedrunners do this, or I could just fall to my death. You know, that's also a possibility, I guess. Good lord. But there's a point kind of up here. We'll just go this way. That you just don't kind of expect that you can actually get up to like the next area. Partially, I think, because of the way that the camera is, that it kind of obscures your ability to see up there. Like, looking up is just not an option in this game. Oh, fine, whatever. Yeah, there's like, I think it's somewhere here there's kind of a point to get up there, but then that doesn't actually explain how... I think it's like like it's gonna have to be like a kind of triple jump sort of thing again. So, this one could take a little bit longer, depending on how many times I fail it. And how many times we fuck around with that. One of the more insane speedrun strats that I saw was about getting the star here in the corner and about like jumping off at the right point and clipping this, and kind of clipping through the wall to get the star, because there's like the star's hitbox or collision box just about pokes out of the wall, which is just fucking unbelievable. There we go. Good job, Mark. It's only the first bit down. Please tell me I don't have to do this every time. Yeah, so you kind of like have to triple jump up to the cage, and then as you jump away from it, kind of force yourself back. So, let's see what happens. Alright. But like, there's totally a way to get up there, actually. That is totally doable. Maybe I have to get ready first. Am I going to be wasting time with this? Who knows? Kind of have to find like the right angle. Actually, I don't even know if it's possible. Where'd you fucking... Oh, we just do it that way. We do it that way. We do it that way. We just jump over the stairs. Alright. But you can't do the full jump. Alright, one more go in, then we'll just go the long way. Oh, it's totally possible. It's totally fucking possible. We can do that. We can do that. Oh, come on. Let me feel like a speedrunner. Alright, well. It's fine. We got loads of time. Could easily spend 90 minutes on this if I wanted to, which I don't. Oh, what? Why is there a metal cap in the stage? What the fuck do you need the metal cap for? Alright. Alright. Oh, I want to do that again. Come on, Mark. You're smarter than this. Actually, is there a shortcut from up here? No. No need to be dying in this episode. Again. Come on, this has got to be doable. Maybe not. Maybe not. You deserve that. Like, they've all got to be done. So we're here till it's done. Yeah, I feel like that is not enough of a runway. So I feel like I might have to be doing it from here. Yeah, but I need to give myself enough distance to actually make the jump. Ooh, that is tricky. That is tricky. And I can't even clear those guys because they'll spawn again. The fact it spins does not help. Like, it makes it really hard to actually line up the jump. Need some coins. Okay, now I'm just upset. Can I? Because technically it says I can. I think it says I can only not use the owl. Can I use the cannon? Maybe there's a way I can cheese this. Mario 64. Without using the owl. You can use the cannon. You can use the cannon. Alright. Let's give that a shot then. Ha! Shot. Ha. Ha. Weapon humor. Where's this fucking... Yeah, alright. That's not what I wanted to do. There are two ways apparently of doing this. Either shooting from the cannon or you can long jump out of the tower. We'll try once more with the cannon, because I just have to aim higher. And if not, maybe we try the tower. Doesn't feel like that shoots far enough. It really doesn't feel like it. Oh, tell a lie. That is not far off at all. Ooh, boy. Alright. Now, was it needed to be higher or needed to be lower? That is the question. Thank you, Ramp, for breaking our fall. We can do this over and over again. Maybe higher. Ooh. Oh, come on. Play nice, game. Play nice. There's definitely a sweet spot in there.
Here we go!
Here we motherfucking go. very much. So what? Is there one for... Okay, there has to be a star for doing the 8 coins for the blue cap, so let's just go do that. And that's out of the way. Alright, start from there. Oh, hello. Didn't like that skip there. Hello. Welcome to some form of a nightmare. We are going for a retro achievement for 100% completion of Super Mario 64. And so far we knocked off 4? Yeah, 4 achievements on this particular playthrough. Episode, stream, whatever words you want to use. Oh god. Alright. Let's not be silly with this. That was nice. That was clutch. And this side? Nope. Thank you. Lakitu, what are you doing? Work with me here. What? Oh, because it's on Mario, that's why. Fuck. Ah. Okay. Ooh. What game should you play tonight? What game do you want to play tonight? Do you want to play a retro game or do you want to play a new game? Because the options are endless. Alright, Green Cap, Hazy Maze Cave. Somehow, my brain just could not remember where the metal cap was. Like, I was thinking there was a secret door somewhere. Well, no, sorry, that's not true. I knew it was in Hazy Maze Cave, but I was convinced it was in the maze section of Hazy Maze Cave. Because I know I lost, like, at least, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes running around that fucking thing. I'm pretty sure we have to go up this way, isn't it? I think Hazy Maze Cave is good lord. I think Hazy Maze Cave is my least favourite level in Mario 3D. I've not actually spoken too much about, like, the actual levels. Hey, you've missed some stuff. We've gone through some shit together. We're 4 achievements deep. Yeah, no. Lord Wolfgang Live, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much indeed. Annoyingly, I swear I had my Cowboy Bebop stuff set up for this. Don't know why it's not whatever. The games on my list I'm choosing from is Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, Scott Pilgrim EX, Leaf Green, and Super Mario Galaxy. Look, you know, if I put any hopes into fucking watching United, it's probably gonna end in a disaster, so, you know. So I'm playing Pokemon Leaf Green again at the moment, and I'm having a good time with it, other than the misery that is trying to find a Taurus. So, you know, if you're going for a complete run, expect to lose a lot of time to that. Otherwise, I mean, Super Mario Galaxy is, like, just fucking flawless. And actually, do you know what? Oh, I wonder if I get Mario 64 done in any kind of like reasonable time frame. Maybe Mario, because there has to be a set for Galaxy, surely. That could be a lot of fun. That could be a lot of fun indeed. Because I have basically Wii Motion Bar that is hooked up to my PC. So that is totally a thing we could try and do at some point. Because I've only actually completed Mario Galaxy once. I started it because I had the 3D, the Trilogy Collection, and I picked up a copy at some point. But I'm pretty sure I've only ever completed the game once. And Mario Galaxy 2, I've only played about half of, and I never finished that. Alright, we're definitely getting the 8 coins while we're here. I had this in my head earlier. Oh yeah, I guess we'll go do the green cap first, and then we'll come back. Look, I ain't got no time to be playing on original hardware, alright? Now, in fairness, I do have a Wii in the other room. But, like, my capture card setup is not the best. I'm kind of massively due upgrading my capture card at some point. And pretty much my whole rig as a whole, but, you know, like, in this economy? Yeah. Alright, that's where you are. Oh, look at that. Actually, I think all of the games you suggested there, Paper Mario, yeah, Thousand Year Door. I played about 10 hours of the remake of that. Bounced off of that, never beaten that. Yeah, I'm slacking. Right, we can. Let's go meet Dory again. Get the other star, or get a star. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, my least favourite 3D Super Mario 64 level is probably Hazy Maze Cave. It feels like an unfinished level. Especially compared to like some of the other levels, even in this particular area. Like Lethal Lava Land and Shifting Sandlands feel like really kind of like tight, concise levels with like these kind of secret areas in the pyramid and the volcano. And this just kind of feels a bit scattershot. Is really the only way I can put it. Lord Wolfgang Live. Why have I got a skip going on there? I don't like that. Welcome. How many times have I played this game? Whoa, you're asking a 38-year-old who had this game on the original N64, so that is a question. 120 star runs. Like, how many times have I seen Yoshi on the rooftop? I mean, I'll say 5 charitably, with a couple of more, like, just kind of like random playthroughs. My last time that I would have done a 120 star run would have been on the... Ooh, no, I wouldn't have done that on the Mario Trilogy remake. That was pretty sure that was just a kind of standard playthrough. I think it might have been on the Wii. I think it was on Virtual Console was the last time that I did that. But your first run, like, man, I will say, every time I play Mario 64, Garrett Kidney, oh my god, look, everyone's here today, my goodness. Yeah, for a first run, I have no idea, obviously, about how old you are or, like, what your experience is, but, like, there's something definitely I can say for this game still has a magic to it because, you know, I played this game when I was about 6 or 7 years old. But there's also, like, there are elements to its controls and its camera that, yeah. Oh, you're first. You're not too far away then. But, yeah, the camera, like, Lakitu... So... Garrett, behave yourself. The camera in Mario 64 is... Actually, so backtrack from that. So for anyone who doesn't know, what we're doing here is we're doing a retro achievements run using Retro Achievements, which is a wonderful website that makes old games have achievements that you can collect, and it's awesome and good fun. And there's like a bonus subset for Mario 64, which specifically is about completing the game without, or beating each level in Mario 64 without ever moving the camera, which is one of the more psychotic things that I've ever seen asked of anyone to try and do, and we will not be doing on this run, funnily enough. But I've looked, and there are people that have done it, so you know, that's just what some people be doing. Yeah, it's fucking... But, you know, like, some people see something like that and they're like, ah, yes, please, let me have some of that. But I've definitely found, I mean, you know, I've found on more than enough occasions, the last couple of times that I've been playing Super Mario 64, Come on, wait. No, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, there are so many times where, like, where I want the camera to go just does not want to behave. Yee. 35 stars. I think we can definitely get to there's retro achievements for 50 stars, 70 stars, and 120. I definitely would think we can hit 50. But I don't enjoy Hazy Maze Cave, so we're leaving that for now. It's just not a fun level. Just isn't. Let's go to an equally unfun level, but for different reasons. I know there are retro achievements for the bully on this one, so let me go and see. Alright, what do we got? Lethal Lava Land. So collect all 7 power stars in Lethal Lava Land. That's easy enough. Through the comic books. Alright, collect the star inside the ancient pyramid. Nope. Come on. Collect 90 coins while riding a Koopa shell in Lethal Lava Land. Reach and defeat both big bullies in Lethal Lava Land without getting pushed or taking damage. Alright. And use the warp in Lethal Lava Land. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Lethal Lava Land has its frustrations, and Rainbow, what the fuck is the last level? It's not Rainbow Road, but the Rainbow Ride level it just gets tedious, you know, like, it has a magic to it the first time you do it, and then the second time you're like, yeah, alright, I get it. Although I'm pretty sure that now I've taken damage, I won't be able to get that achievement, so while we're here, let's just get some red coins, you know? Probably the easiest star in the game. Still took some damage. Still took some fucking damage. Like a clown. Yeah, the last level is it's just... And especially trying to get the 100 coins. Oh, baby. We're gonna have some fun with that one at some point. How are you playing it? Are you doing original hardware? Are you doing the Switch version? Are you emulating? Because I don't feel like there's too much in terms of like a noticeable difference between any of them. Obviously, you know, like playing not on the original controller, I don't know, like Mario 64 doesn't really have anything that causes too much trouble, kind of controller-wise. Alright, so we can't be pushed. That's the rule. Ooh, we won't push there. We won't push there. Push there, though. Okay, never mind. Emulate, yeah. I mean, it's the easiest way to go. Like, 64 emulation can be a bit funky, but yeah, and that's what I'm doing. I have it playing through Launchbox. Like, the RetroArch setup works like pretty decent. Oh, actually, no, the two bullies is a separate star, I think, actually, so I think we're right there. Now, come to think about it, has Mario 64 actually had a decompile yet? Because I don't remember seeing it the last time that I looked. I mean, because the last one that was announced that came out was Banjo-Kazooie. I know Mario 64 has had, like, a bunch of different, like, kind of upgrades and whatnot, but I don't know if it's had like an actual proper. It's weird to say official decompile because you know what is official. But I don't know if it's had like a straight up C port, and not just like a straight up like remake. Let's just, yeah, get out. Because I know Mario Kart 64 has had the decompile, and that's really good. That plays really well. And the Lilac Wars / Star Fox 64 decompile is easily the best way to play that game now. And same for Majora's Mask as well. Like, that Majora's Mask decompile is probably my favourite experience I've had with a video game ever, because it's my favourite game of all time. Come on, you fucking... This shouldn't be difficult. You just gotta do this. That's not even the right bully. It's those bullies. Whatever. Oh, and there was the Goman. The Goman 64 one, which is quite fun as well, actually. I feel like this is going to be a trickier achievement than I first thought. Fuck off, all of you bastards. I feel like the way to do this is you kind of have to get them all at the same time. Oh look, you say Goman 64 and Chaz comes a running. Hi Chaz. I played about 4 hours of that Goman 64 decompile. And I got up to the bit where you fight against a giant robot, and it was just a bit too janky for me to continue. But of what I played, we had a good time. Oh, Zelda 2. Oof. Zelda 2. Yeah, there's got to be a better way to do this. I've got to stop running at it. Zelda 2 is definitely never a game I have never completed. Good lord. Actually, have I ever booted up a copy of Zelda 2 in any form or fashion? I don't know if I have. Well, that's on Goman then. That's not on me. Just saying. yeah, have I ever played Zelda 2 in any fashion? Because I've definitely completed Zelda 1. Didn't take till many years later, but I have definitely done that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Zelda 2 is like... Let me see. I've definitely booted up Oracle of Seasons and Ages and the other one. Spirit Tracks. Spirit Tracks is definitely a game I've never ever played. Never touched in any form or fashion. Yeah. I mean, I could maybe make the case it's a game that should simply never be played, but, you know, I'm not gonna bury people's tastes too much. But I can't say, because I can't speak because I've never played it, so... I'm sure there is some charm to be had in it, but... It's one of those games, like... There was a game from a couple of years ago called Infernax, which basically tried to do Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, but in a game that was, like, actually fucking playable. So there are probably games kind of similar to Zelda 2 that, like, taken the kind of ethos of it, but wrapped it in something that's kind of more manageable. Look, I don't like Phantom Hourglass. That's the thing. And I can't imagine Spirit Tracks. I mean, like, unless it does some... Well, no, here's the thing, because there were people that liked Phantom Hourglass that didn't like Spirit Tracks. And if I don't like Phantom Hourglass, I'm not going to like Spirit Tracks.
Let's go.
Couldn't even tell you it. Maybe that's something I should try and get to at some point. Oh, can we get 90 coins? Fuck it, let's give it a go. Come on, come on. Is this technically a way to do this? Probably not. There's probably not like enough momentum to kind of push them all back. Interesting to notice there. Come on, camera, work with me. I don't remember how many coins it was. Could have been 80. Good fucking grief. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Well, there goes that fucking achievement. How many one-ups are on this level? Who knows? Let's try... Get over it. Oh, there's still another one around somewhere. Where are we? It was the only one I played. Yeah, I'm not too far off. I do think it is just those two... God, how many one-ups are in this stage? See, this is like the one problem, I guess, that I have with trying to do like retro achievements. Is sometimes you're trying to do a specific retro achievement that fails, and then you're kind of like, all right, what am I actually trying to accomplish on this level then? In the meantime. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, how many coins was it with the shell? And how one-ups one ups does Lethal Lava Land have? Has 8. Lethal Lava Land has 8 one-ups. Fuck me. Alright. Okay, there's 90 coins. Oh boy. Because it did feel like I was running out of coins. So I think I'm going to start with the central pillar, because that's kind of like the tricky thing. I'll come back to that. Whoa-ha. Keep forgetting the way that retro achievements works is it shows you a counter. You can't actually see, but there's a counter in the bottom right, which is telling me. Actually tells me how many lives I've picked up from the level as well, which is very handy. We are on 34. 37. Not even halfway yet. Nope, too early. Ooh, God, thought that was a disaster. If I miss out on that coin that just disappeared off the face of the earth, I'm gonna be pissed. I guess these gotta be coins that I can collect as well. Never mind. Never mind. Alright. Fuck it, let's just jump in the volcano, I guess. There's a sentence. I never enjoy this section at all. And do you know why? Because of the camera. I feel like I had a conversation about this on a stream at some point, so I'll bring it back up here, which is the discussion about Zelda and like where do they go next in regards to Tears of the Kingdom. Obviously was phenomenal in taking the Breath of the Wild experience and like expanding upon it, but you've kind of gone as far as you can possibly go with that style. And so, like, what do they do next? Do they, hate everything? Do they, like, regress? Do they make, like, a typical 3D style Zelda game in the spirit of a Ocarina of Time or, you know, of that ilk? Because obviously one of the things about Breath of the Wild is that that people enjoy it is because of how rote Skyward Sword was, which I think is just a bad game irrespective of, you know, I think you don't need to remake Ocarina of Time. I don't need them to do a Final Fantasy VII where we take the Great Deku Tree and make it 3 fucking hours long. I just don't need that. It's a perfectly paced game. But you are right, they probably will do that. It's especially annoying as well because, like, that 3DS remake is kind of nigh on perfect. You know? Like, the idea of what a remake... Now, I guess you could maybe make the argument that it's Nintendo, so that there's the possibility that it will kind of keep a lot... Like, it won't be as fucking bloated as a Final Fantasy VII remake would be. Man, imagine if they took the Ocarina of Time and turned that into 3 sections or 3 games. Well, that'd be something. Yeah, but, you know, with that said, you can kind of give the likes of a Nintendo... Actually, I'm trying to think, what Nintendo remakes do we have to speak of? We don't. Because, like, Capcom, sure, yeah, they kind of get it. Oh, Nintendo remakes. Because, like, the Thousand Year Door remake... I mean, like, Thousand Year Door kind of is, like, looks good. Like, the Wind Waker HD remake is not particularly... Like, it cleans up some kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it was just... They just whacked up the bloom, didn't they? So, like... But that's... this is the thing, because, like... Wind Waker, visually, because of the cel-shaded style, didn't really have to do much, because it's a kind of timeless-looking game. But, like, what do you do with a fucking Ocarina of Time remake? Do you do, like, a ground-up rebuilding, or do you do a kind of Grand Theft Auto trilogy-style sort of thing, where you kind of try and... like, blow out the fucking textures into HD, which makes them look terrible? Nintendo wouldn't do that. Yeah, and that was honestly, I think, what people really only ever wanted, other than the missing third dungeon, that absolutely was meant to be there and was not for time constraints. Like, that kind of did really everything you could have possibly wanted a remake of Wind Waker to do, you know? But I feel like... And I feel like as well, like, Wind Waker, they could kind of get away with that because, like, Ocarina of Time is on another fucking level in terms of being generational. It's kind of like, you know, Metal Gear Solid. I don't think there is a point of fucking remaking that original Metal Gear Solid, because the original Metal Gear Solid is not a particularly long game. And I think that's partially why they remade 3 instead of the original, because the original you could beat in like 5 or 6 hours, and like the headaches that you probably must go through as a AAA studio in this day and age, but how do you remake a 5-hour long game that you then want to charge 80 quid for, you know? Breath of the Wild, I mean, the problem with that is A, mechanically that wouldn't work, and then B, visually, because, like, Ocarina of Time and, you know, Majora's Mask, like, those N64 games are very dark and oppressive in different ways. And I think that Studio Ghibli-style presentation probably doesn't work. Or maybe they'll really swerve us and they'll go fucking Unreal 5, and then, you know, we could just burn everything to the ground. I get the feeling I definitely have to knock these bullies off in order to get all the coins required. Yeah, who is making it, for sure. It's Miyamoto's gonna get the boys back together, you know? Alright, so it does mean that we probably do have to... Oh, for jump. Okay. That's totally doable. So does this technically count? Because he's not knocking me backwards. Maybe this is how we, maybe this is how I can get that retro achievement. Look, you can't put anything past Nintendo. Like, whenever you think Nintendo are going to zig, they will zag. For better and for worse. You're over here, right? Yeah. Yeah, sweet. Boom. That was the retro achievement I was quite worried about, but that covers that. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a tricky one, because there is, like... I definitely felt during, and I'm pretty sure we've probably discussed this during Game of the Year, the Tears of the Kingdom year. Like, there was the part of me that really enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom, but the part that I enjoyed, like, the least was the... Because, you know, the Divine Beasts in Breath of the Wild, I thought were a really clever way... Fucking clown. I thought the Divine Beasts were a really clever way of mixing up what Breath of the Wild was in a way that didn't try to just do the dungeons of like yesteryear. And I felt that the issue with Tears of the Kingdom is that they try to do kind of like classic Zelda dungeons to a degree with the kind of Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom climb kind of style, and it didn't really work for me. It was not my vibe. Can I get back? Yeah. I don't even think Tears of the Kingdom was samey. I think it was more that just like... It was always the dungeons was my biggest issue with Tears of the Kingdom. Because it kind of felt like they were trying to smash two things together. And I thought that the balance of like the kind of mini dungeons in Breath of the Wild with the Divine Beast was like the right blend. And I needed more... I just needed more weird shit where you just fucking stitch together a shed out of the mechanics for Sign Guy to hold up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Nintendo are having these exact conversations as we speak right now. And also probably looking at like Metroid Prime 4 going, let's not fucking do that again, eh? Although that thing was always going to be cursed, wasn't it? Oh. Didn't even realize I got 100 coins. Nice. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Bloody delightful. Man, in a good game, we'd have a camera that fucking works. Alright. No stress, no fuss. Boom. Oh, wow, we fucking smashed through Lava Land. In my attempts to try and get all the coins, I didn't realise we, we, cleared Lethal Lava Land. Nice. Easy. I am kind of shocked at myself, though, that, like, I've had a Switch 2 for... two and a bit months now, and I'm still not overly inclined to pick up Mario Kart World, which is insane because like I've poured hours upon hours into Mario Kart 8. Like I fucking love Mario Kart 8, but I just haven't got the energy to pick up Mario Kart World. Even though I know the soundtrack is probably, like, the best Mario game ever. I'm sure we'll get to it at some point. Yeah, I only got one in the end because Pocopia was described as Pokemon meets Viva Pinata, which is kind of like the easiest thought. I mean, you could basically say anything meets Viva Pinata, and I'm buying that like pretty much day one. And it's a wonderful, wonderful game. I haven't picked up my Switch 2 in a while because I've been kind of just like obsessively like retro achievementing. But Pocopia is fucking delightful. I'll take that. Can I? Can we? No? Alright, whatever. Yeah, I'd be curious, because I dabble in, like, online Mario Kart play. Though, I feel like I did more of that with the Wii. Sweet, 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 sweet. We gonna die. Whee! Bye-bye.
Mamma mia! Let's go!
I think what I'm actually getting from my time, kind of like bouncing back into retro achievements, is that Nintendo just needs to fucking like get their act together and put some sort of fucking achievement system into their ecosystem. God damn it. Alright, it's half time. Someone give me the United score. Someone disappoint me. Or we just fly straight to the star. Yeah. 2-0 up. Wow. Just give Carrick the job, you know? Just give him a 1-year contract. Just give him a 1-year contract. What's the worst that can happen? At least he'll play Fernandez in the right fucking position. Although, maybe they should just... I was on the the bandwagon last year of, like, we should just sell him. And, like, get that Saudi money. But now, obviously, like, you know, going to break the record for assists. And, like, well, aren't I the prick? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're just getting stars. I feel like the way across these like 3 sessions of playing. Actually, there's the one about. Yeah, maybe we'll try that. The way I've been doing like my sessions of playing through like Mario 64 is like I'll do a couple like of the sort of more challenging achievements, and then I'm just immediately like, fuck this, let's just go collect stars. Yeah, I just at no point at all with Metroid Prime 4 did I have any kind of notion that that thing was going to be anything other than just a complete utter clusterfuck. And I think actually the really disappointing thing is that it wasn't even a clusterfuck, it was just boring. Obviously from other people's kind of like accounts for it. Because like a bad game, but an interesting bad game is obviously always going to be better than a boring game. And one thing that Metroid typically never is boring. Like even at its most, for a game from 1996, right? A game from like 1990. Sorry, Metroid Prime 4. Like, Metroid, even at its most rote, like, I really, really liked Metroid Dread, but, you know, it is still just another fucking Metroid game. But like the stuff they did with the kind of like insta-kill sections and whatnot, you know, really adds like a different dimension to them. Wahaha! What? Did I get that? Oh, fuck it. Garrett, it's crazy that this game is still as good as it is. And you know what's really interesting? Because, like, every now and again we get, like, a new 3D platformer that clearly is inspired by Mario 64. And it still just doesn't hold a candle to Mario 64. Other than, obviously, the camera usually is pretty good. It just doesn't have the source in the way that... Mario 64 does. Like, this game is just... It's just fucking incredible. oh, Garrett, don't give me a chance to bury 3D Sonic games. Alright, I know there is an achievement based on this clown. What is it? Reach and defeat Irok in Sith without taking damage. Okay, so no damage. That's the plan here. Yeah, look, man, I have a friend of mine who stands by a lot of 3D Sonic games, and I played a bit of Sonic Colors at some point recently, and I played a bit of Sonic Generations recently. And they just feel like fan-made, like, ROM hacks of other Sonic games, you know? And just bad ones at that. And then I'll go play Sonic 3, and it feels timeless, and it's perfect. Or Sonic Mania, but just, yeah. I'm sorry, Sonic, but just 3D is not your dimension. What are you doing, Mark? Oh, no! No! Fuck you! What? Well, that's disappointing. It's not a skippable achievement or a missable achievement, so I guess I can just beat him like this now. Though I will say this, if Sega wanted to do a Sonic Frontiers 2, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I'd like to see them give it a shot, you know? Just out of morbid fucking curiosity. Andros, Bonga Bonga, or whatever the fuck the Ocarina of Time boss is. This clown. Smash, yeah. Yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure there's another fucking Lilac Wars boss, like this one of the Scrapyard Sector X bosses, whatever it is. But do Wall Masters count? They're not bosses, really, are they? Does Splatoon have one? Odyssey. I don't remember. Odyssey, because it just doesn't have like the nostalgia pull to it. Doesn't like. Other than who was I talking to? I was talking to someone about this the other day. Odyssey always throws me off because of the the attempt at like a realistic looking dinosaur, like in that game, where it just feels like it's been pulled from like an asset from the fucking Unity store or something into a Mario game. It's always like. I don't know how I feel about it, whether I think it's good or bad. Is it a good ending or a bad ending? I don't know, it's just an ending. No worries, Lord Wolfgang Live. Thank you for joining and thank you for the follow. We are definitely going to get another 5 stars. 8 red coins. 8 red coins. We've got to do 8 red coins at some point. Actually, isn't it a deal? I think the achievement is to get the 8 red coins without taking any damage. So let's see. Does Metroid... Hey Chaz, you're the Metroid expert here. Does Metroid have a boss with hands? Sorry. Better question. Does Metroid have a boss that is just hands? Because, like, you know, Kraid has hands. As tiny and ridiculous as they look. I mean, who does? Like, you can be forgiven for not remembering much about Metroid 2 or 3. Particularly 3. Actually, here's a question for you, Chaz. Did you ever play Other M? Just, again, morbid curiosity here. Because I could imagine that you would at least booted that thing up. Yes, I'm aware. I'm fully aware of its reputation. But more just like, well, I like Metroid games. I guess I gotta play it. You stole my hat. I'm gonna... Fuck you. Yeah, you stole my hat. I need my red cap again. There's a cannon around here somewhere. Whoa. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I've played and finished Over M. Oh boy. You know, there are some things you just don't have to admit. Like, this is a safe space and all, I get that. But, you know, you didn't have to tell me that. Where is that last red coin? Well, yeah, because, like, as far as I'm aware, and again, I'm not educated enough to purely kind of going from, like, things that I read. Oh, you're there. Right, because I was here earlier, and I was like, I know I saw that red coin. Where did that go to? Love 90s rendering. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry, what was I going to say? Wasn't the issue with Other M is that, like, it was clearly a, hey, we're living in a post-Halo world now, so we have to fucking, you know, give Samus character, because Master Chef was, like, clearly what we should be basing all of our stories on. Yeah, alright, Mario, we'll go get your hat back. Fucking hell. Oh, you never 100%ed it. Sorry, I thought I read that because I was flying around at the time. You did 100% it. So you're not... Okay, you're not completely broken. Otherwise, I was going to have a word with you next time I saw you. Alright, come at your brain. And we get it sick. How can I get the star without even looking, and now I can't get my hat? I mean, it's just... I think it's like, you know, that and Gears of War. It's amazing how... I just think it's one of those things where, like, some things only need to have the trilogy and then we're good, you know? Where is my hat? Did my hat just fall into the sand? Because that would be bad. Hang on, where does the... Oh, I'm wearing it. Okay. Wasn't even fucking looking. Wait, is that my hat or is that just the winged hat? That's just the winged hat, right? Yeah, no, like in terms, again, you know, by no means am I any kind of like Metroid aficionado, but that does kind of match up with what I know of. Where the fuck's my hat? And like, I don't even know what on earth you would do with Halo at this point. Like, I enjoyed Halo Infinite, but it just... I don't know, man. Obviously, they're going to turn it into an extraction shooter. Where is my hat? Some could argue, Chaz. Some could argue that it was never good. That'd be harsh. Just okay, you know? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I've never enjoyed Halo at any point. I certainly have. But even I, as a... God, what would have been 12, 13-year-old? Even I was playing the level where you meet the Flood for the first time and the level afterwards and thought, this is about the most egregious fucking thing I've ever done in a video game. And to this day, it is still true. And when I was playing the Master Chief Collection, not so long ago. Good Lord, Carrot. Yes, please go to bed, for fuck's sake, you maniac. Love you. Hope you're good, buddy. I was playing the Master Chief Collection not too long ago, and there we go. And yeah, just and do you know what? It's interesting because we were talking about remakes earlier. That Halo, the OG Halo remake, has the biggest potential to do the thing that I fucking hate the most, which is the idea of like taking a small kind of contained level, or you know, part of the game or whatever, and you know, making it 12 hours long. And like, as you know, I don't even want to do this level right now. This is tedious. So I'm gonna go do something else. Maybe we'll go do Boost Honk for a bit. I just want to get to 4 more stars, and then I'll probably call it. But yeah, like the flood section and the section after that have like a real possibility to just be interminable, basically.
Hegel.
Alright, where are you bastards? I don't remember a thing about this level. Oh, I mean, the music is, like, I mean, Chaz, I put it to you that the bottom of the well in Ocarina of Time, to this day, I still am like, I'm in and out of that level, out of that well in fucking seconds, you know? I know exactly where to go to get to find the Lens of Truth, and then I am the fuck out of there. And I think that is the only reason. I'm pretty sure I've only ever, like, licked the plate clean of Ocarina of Time twice. Once for the original, and then once with the 3DS remake. Because the bottom of the well is fucking horrendous. Alright, come here, bitch. I prefer King Boo when he's driving around playing golf. I love that King Boo is kind of like the main protagonist of the Luigi's Mansions games. And I'm pretty sure I say on every stream, but like, you know, like there's so much room to, like, the next Mario game, the next like proper fucking 3D Mario game, I want like Wario and Waluigi. I want them as the antagonists. I don't care what the fuck they're doing, but I need to, like, let's mix it up a little bit, you know? Let's do some shit. Let's get Waluigi in. Let's get Wario in. Let's have some fun. I don't ask for much in life, you know? Yeah. And like the kind of the devaluing of the stars with the moons, like I could kind of, to some degree, I kind of get it. But yeah, yeah. I'm less high on Odyssey than a lot of people. Like some people have that as like a 10 out of 10 game. I'm kind of more around about like an 8 on it. I know I played it within the last couple of years, and it was kind of just the same feelings. Like, this is okay. Like, I much preferred Wonder. Much preferred Wonder to Odyssey. I played it through means by sailing of the high seas. And yeah, you know, it was good. Played well. Has its charm. But just, yeah, just a good game, not like an all-timer. Didn't give me the feels like Galaxy does, you know? Or 64. But maybe there's like a nostalgia to it as well. This tree is not helping my cause. Good lord. Yeah, I know, right? But it could also just be that we're just people of a certain age. I've always wondered that. Like, there are people that will play GoldenEye that have never played GoldenEye before, and like, what the fuck are you boys high? You know? And I would, because I played GoldenEye the remake, and I do remember like trying to objectively look at it. I was like, there are so many fucking design flaws with these fucking games, with this game. Where is the library? That's not a library. Oh. Is that path up here, right? Oh, you have to run and then go through there. Okay. What's up here? Don't remember a thing about this game. Also, Chaz, I did wish you a happy birthday. Just want you to know that. Did wish you a happy birthday yesterday. Yesterday, the day before, whenever it was. I'm going to make a wild presumption and say you've just recovered from your hangover. Yeah, welcome, my friend. It's all downhill from here. Nice. And you taking the time to watch me. Well, I appreciate that, buddy. Oh, hello. Two different stars. Never mind. Oh yeah, Pragmata. That's the first AAA game in a while I've seen that I'm like, maybe I want to give that a crack. I've read good things. But to be honest, the chances of me playing any new games for the next few months are... yeah, not likely. Not likely. Tell you what, between now and Brighton Develop Chaz, if I manage to fucking make it through with what I need to do, that is gonna be some miracle. some of these stars are not just, yeah. Not all of them can be winners, you know? Not all of them can be winners. Alright, we are 70 stars away. We're doing some good work. Actually, let's have a look. Where are we at? So, Bomb on Battlefield, we have a perfect 7. Womp's Fortress, a perfect 7. Jolly Roger Bay, we're missing... Which one are we missing there? Don't remember. And we need the 100 coins. Corkle Mountain, perfect 7. Big Boost Halt. Laser Maze Cave, Lethal Lava Land, Shifting Sandland, Castle Seeker Stars. So that's where we're at the moment. Thanks for reminding me, Bowser. Now, there is Dire Docks. Now, there's a gimmick to that one that I gotta remember, actually, because I have to... There's, like, one missable, skippable achievement in this game, and I don't want to fuck that up. Collect the star... The star pole jumping from red coins. Oh, collect the star pole jumping red coins and Diadox. Okay, so yeah, there's the one skippable achievement that this game has in Diadox. After the submarine disappears, you have like the poles that kind of run around, and basically this is like you have to collect the 8 red coins before the submarine disappears. So you have to basically do like long jumps and whatnot. That's definitely for another run, because that one's going to be... that one could take a little while to kind of, like, get. Are there any other immediate stars? What is the Jolly Roger Bay one that I'm missing, actually? Probably just 8 red coins, right? Oh, through the jet stream. Okay. Oh, yes, because I was trying to do the fucking thing with how... Yeah, okay. Well, I think just for the moment, I will... There's going to be a bunch of these, like, gimmicky ones that we're just going to have to do as and when we get to them. I'm guessing there is a green cap somewhere closer. It's up here, isn't it? So there's an achievement to get this star without actually using the cap, like you just swim to the stream. There's a very particular angle to do that, and I feel like there is half a chance that ends up taking me the entirety of one stream. And as we're getting closer to the end of the stream, I don't want to be doing that right now. No fucking thank you. Also, one of you pricks has got style. Is it you? No, it's not you. Which one is it? Is it you? No. Gotta be you then. Come on. Isn't even one in here. What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh, maybe it's upstairs. Maybe I'm just being a complete moron. We'll try one more time to get the 90 red coins in Lethal Lava Land with the shell. Oh, I gotta get you again, haven't I? Alright. I don't want to be in the pyramid. I don't want to do this level right now. Because, like, getting up to the top of the star is actually kind of annoying inside the pyramid. That's one you want to do with fresh eyes. Alright, where are you, bastard? By the maze yet? I think he has a star. By Hazy Maze? Hazy Maze? Maze? Did I talk to that one yet? You know what? Do you know what? I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did. Or we can just try and slap Toad. Hey! Oh, and fucking look at that on the railing as well. Mario used to fly. Oh my god. Incredible. Alright, you little bitch. Come on, come here. Ah! Is this Rabbit canon? Is he in the Mario Galaxy film? Tell you what he is, and that's cool. Thank you very much. Alright, once more we're feeling. We go for the coins, and if we don't, we skedaddle out of here for the evening. But this has been... Where is my shell? Where is my green shell? Why is my green shell not there? Qua? Do I have to do a different star for it to appear? Video game, why do you do this to me? I definitely think the next time I come back to this, I think I'm going to do that Docks achievement first, because that one... Where... Okay, well, I guess we're going to leave it there for tonight, then. Because, my green shell has disappeared. Never mind. Yeah, I think the next time, I come back to this, I think I'll do that Docks achievement first. Because that one's going to be... that one has to be done just to get out of the way. Because, it's, again, it's the one missable achievement. But I think, overall... We knocked out... I think we knocked out a good, like, 8 or 9 achievements tonight. How many achievements does this even have? Well, we still got some ways to go anyway. But we did good work tonight, so I'm very happy with that. And it makes up for the complete disaster that was the last time I streamed, so... Cool. I had fun. I hope everyone is well. Thank you for sticking by and chatting away. This was a lot of fun, so appreciate it as always. So enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. And please go give the video a like when it's up on the VOD on the YouTube channel. And get some likes going on that. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. So, till next time. Ta-ra for now.